Don't cry anymore. No, I'm okay. I should have gave you guys my best demon face. It was too scary for you guys. You ever see those actors that, like, they contort their face to do the thing, like Jim Carrey or Bill Skygard or whatever his name is, Kilgard. What's his name? Can someone say Bill Skilgard, Skygard? What's his name? Thank you so much. Howdy, partner. The one who played Pennywise, what's his name? Him. He does the Pennywise expression, and Jim Carrey does the Grinch's expression. And it's like, it's not like makeup, it's like their face moving that way. And it's like, oh, that's weird. I don't know. You look 20 years old, is that true? Yeah, I was born yesterday. Thank you. Why nobody like? I don't know why nobody like. Have a good night. Yeah, you are too nice to get mad. Me? Me? I'm too nice to get mad? You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. So many times in my life, I've had to set boundaries. And setting boundaries is very difficult. How do I say? People like me get taken advantage of, and then of me being a certain kind of way. And then there's a certain point in time where they disregard me and my needs and my beliefs in my life, even though I've done nothing but, maybe support their views, their political values, their religion, their ways, their opinions, whatever, And then all of a sudden they are trying to take advantage of me. It's like they're trying to make you into a clone of them kind of thing or something. And it's like, I'm my own person. Like, or they diss me being a vegetarian or something. And it's like, whoa, like I've never once fucking hounded you about eating meat, not once. And here you are mocking me for being a vegetarian? What? And so stuff like that has come about where I've learned that I want to set the boundaries because I want it to stop with certain people that I have to see all the time, like family, for example. And there's multiple different ways you can set boundaries with people. And one of the ways that I find is a successful method that doesn't create too much chaos is when people say something inappropriate to you and it crosses your boundaries, or they expect too much of you, or whatever it may be where they're making you uncomfortable. Words are not usually gonna help or whatever. It's like you can, but then it's gonna create conflict because they're gonna disagree with you, whatever you have to say, or they're gonna be like, whoa, didn't mean to overstep, sorry. And it's like, you did mean to overstep. You definitely did mean to overstep, 100%. Because you didn't respect me as a human being, because I was overly nice, and whatever. So when you open the dialogue up, people get uncomfortable and they can't recover from it because they're sensitive. So a technique you can use, and you need to learn how to practice to use, so that, because every time you blow up at people like that or try to set boundaries verbally, it doesn't always work out in your favor. And in the end, you oftentimes don't accomplish what you wanted to accomplish with those words. And in fact, now it's just awkward that those boundaries are not going to get crossed again or will get crossed again. It just becomes awkward. So a better way to set those boundaries is when they say something inappropriate or an inappropriate request from you, too much requests or too many opinions or judgment or whatever, like something that indicates that they are using you, utilizing you as an extension of their own design. You don't say anything, and you're going to look at them between their eyes or on their forehead. You're just going to stare at them for a moment in complete silence. And you can look away afterwards, just don't engage. Do not engage with whatever they said. But that moment when you're staring at them, what happens when you stare at someone's forehead like that, it makes them feel like, what are you looking at? Or like it makes them feel like they're being perceived. When you look at someone's forehead, it makes them feel like they're being perceived. So that's the first thing. Secondly, the silence allows them to hear what they had just said to you. In the silence, the words will echo back to themselves. Whatever they had just said to you, in that silent moment, the words will echo back, and they will have to sit and stew in what they just said. And next thing you know, you see them starting to scramble for excuses for why they just said what they had said. But will they do it again? Maybe not. So you can train people without having to, and then you can blow it off as if, you can, after they've learned their lesson, because not always will they learn their lesson, but if they learn their lesson, you can have the integrity to move on right away. You don't have to make them suffer and stew in it. You can just let them learn and move on. Because sometimes when you want people to sit and stew in what they've done, sometimes that's when they fight it the most. Sometimes it's better just to forgive and let go, But they have to have some kind of accountability to say, like, I recognize my actions. It doesn't have to be verbal. It has to just be internalized in their own mind.